Hi everybody. So happy Tuesday. Second day of new learning in math. We are on topic 12 of decimals and we are relating them to fractions. So if you missed yesterday's lesson, no worries. Make sure you join our math class this morning at 10 o'clock. I am holding virtual math classes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The only reason I'm doing it today on a Tuesday is because it's the first week. So I wanted to give some people some time to prepare. So if you can't make it, make sure to join on a different day. This is where you're going to get your extra help with math time. All right. So if you missed yesterday's lesson, the video, I did a video. It is in Google Classroom. You just have to scroll down and you will see it. It's called New Learning Topic 12-1. Okay. So today is Tuesday. So we're going to be talking about equivalent fractions, which means fractions that are equivalent or equal, okay? Because we all know that equivalent means equal. So equal fractions with denominators, which means the bottom number of 10 and 100. So we're going to be looking at equal fractions with denominators of 10 and denominators of 100. Okay, and some of you may say, I don't know what you're talking about. What does that even mean? I'm going to show you what that means. Okay, so we're going to look at these pictures here. We're going to look at these area models. How are these fraction models the same? And then how are they different? Okay, so let's take a look at some of these. Let's take a look at this one. Okay, so the fraction that would represent this one. So first, we're going to look at the whole picture. Okay, how many parts does this have? Um, like how many whole parts does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we know our denominator is going to be 10. All right, so that's the whole. But the part is what's shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is going to be 6 over 10, and we say 6 tenths. 6 shaded, 10 in all. Okay, 6 tenths. All right, so let's take a look at this one really quick. This looks like a hundreds block, and I know that because that's just what it looks like. I'm very familiar with hundreds blocks. You guys should be too. You see these really tiny squares of 10, and then there's 10 groups, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 groups of 10 is 100. Okay, so this is 100 pieces. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that means there's 60 here. Okay, you don't need to hand count every single one of them. There's a way to do it, there's a strategy. 6 groups of 10 equals 60. Okay, so this is 60 over 100, okay, or 60 100ths, we say in math, all right? So we have 6 tenths and 60 100ths, and I want you to think about how that could be the same or different, all right? Let's look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 6 tenths, same thing, 6 shaded, 10 in all. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60 shaded, 70, 80, 90, 100 in all. So these are the same um, models. The areas shaded are just a little different, okay? So the colors are shaded at the top, and then these ones are shaded on the side, but they're the same numbers, okay? They're the same number of pieces. Okay. How are the fractions they represent the same and different? So 6 tenths, both of these, 60 100ths. So I want you to think about that for a second. What's the difference between 6 and 60? And what's the difference between 10 and 100, right? If you have 6 and then you have 60, you add a 0 to the 6 and you get 60. right? 60 is 10 times greater than 6. Same thing as 100. 10 times 10 is 100. 100 is 10 times more than 10, right? So that's how they're alike. A fraction with a denominator of 10, right here, can be expressed as an equivalent fraction whose denominator is 100, right here. So these are actually equal. Both fractions must represent as parts of the same sized whole, right? And I'm going to show you why they're the same, all right? So this one is 4/10. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts shaded, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in all. So that's what 4/10 looks like. And then we have 40 shaded here, right? That's the orange out of 100, all right? And these boxes, think about it for a second. Do these boxes look like, or squares, I should say, do these squares look the same size to you or a different size? These boxes are the same size. Okay, they're the same size, but on the inside is what is a little different. Okay, so these boxes are the same size. Okay, there's still 10 lines here, but the difference between this one and this one, there's only 10 lines here, there's only 10 groups, but this one, they took the 10 groups and they made 10 more groups here. So they did their 10 groups going this way, just like this box, and then they cut it in half. They cut each one of them in half. So they just kept going and going until they got to 100. They made 10 more groups going the opposite direction. Okay, so they went from 10 pieces to 100 pieces. They pretty much made it 10 times greater. So instead of 4 now shaded, they have 40 shaded. So it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same amount shaded. It's just more is in this square. Hope that makes sense. You can find equivalent fractions with denominators of 10 and 100. So same thing, okay? Broken up into 10 groups, 7 are shaded, that equals 7/10. And then this square, broken up into 100, the same 7 are shaded, but instead of 7, it is now 70 because it is broken up into hundredths. All right? Um, that is equivalent to 70 cents. All right. So if you have 70 pennies, okay, 100 pennies equals $1. So if I have 70 pennies and they equal 1 cent and I have 70 of them, I have 70 cents. Okay. You're counting pennies. Okay. Think of it like money. If I have 7 pennies out of 10, I still have 70 cents. Okay. So your activity today is very simple, all right? Please complete the table by clicking the link, okay? So you're going to have a Google form and it's going to look something like this. School supply store, okay? School supplies, there's items like folders and pens and erasers and sheets of stickers. And these are the prices, okay? Price means how much, okay? Prices are represented by a fraction of $1. Okay, so these equal some sort of price. Okay, so 70 over 100. Go back to this video, that equals 70 cents. So if 70 over 100, a folder would be 70 cents. What do you think 90 over 100 would be? 70 cents, 90 cents, 60 cents, 80 cents. Okay, do you see where I'm getting at? Um, Equivalent fraction price using a denominator of 10. So again, this is where you can be responsible. Go back and be a responsible fourth grader. If you're not sure what I mean, go look and see what that means, okay? It's talking about you need to name an equivalent fraction using a denominator of 10. Okay, so for this one, 70 over 100, that is equivalent or equal to 7/10. My denominator is 10, my numerator is 7. 7/10 is equivalent to 71/100th. So I would put 7/10ths in this section. Okay. Think about 90/100ths. What do you think if I had a denominator of 10, what would be my numerator? Same thing with this one. Same thing with this one. All right. So all you have to do, and you can click the Google form if you'd like and fill it out. Make sure you put your name on there, your first and last name, and I will also have this link in the assignment section. Okay. Um, Good luck, and make sure you complete the Google form because I will on the side I will link a freck assignment. So please, and it's not going to be related to this. So make sure that you fill out this form. Okay.